Imagine waking up one morning in 2026 and realizing your state is no longer the same. Stores shutting down, jobs disappearing overnight, housing markets freezing, and people driving out in long lines, escaping a collapsing economy. Some states are strong enough to survive a recession, but others, they're already hanging by a thread. And if the rumored 2026 recession hits, these 10 U.S. states could be the first to fall. Stay with me till number 1, because it's the state most Americans never expect. Let's begin. It's number 10. Nevada. The tourism time bomb. Nevada's entire economy rests on one shaky foundation: tourism and gambling. When people lose jobs during a recession, what's the first thing they cut? Trips to Vegas. Why Nevada will collapse fast. Over 25% of jobs tied to entertainment, hotels, or casinos. The state still hasn't recovered fully from the 2020 shutdown. Housing prices have grown way faster than wages. Nevada has one of the highest debt loads per resident. With a recession, Vegas tourism tanks, casino layoffs explode, housing market crashes, state revenue collapses. Nevada is strong on fun, but weak on stability. Number 9. Hawaii. Beautiful, but unaffordable. Hawaii is paradise, until the economy slows down. Why Hawaii is at extreme risk, one of the highest costs of living in America, dependence on tourism like Nevada. 90% of everything, food, supplies, fuel, must be imported. Workers already leaving the islands in record numbers. A recession means fewer tourists, higher import costs, and locals struggling even more. Hawaii has natural beauty, but not natural economic protection. Number 8. Illinois. The state drowning in debt. Illinois has been walking toward collapse for years, recession or not. Major warning signs. Over $150 billion in pension debt. Highest property taxes in the country. Thousands leaving every single month. Chicago crime and business flight pushing companies out. In a recession, Illinois faces falling tax revenue, budget shortfalls, more residents fleeing, potential government service cuts. Illinois is like a ship already taking on water. The recession is the iceberg. Number 7. Oregon. The West Coast decline nobody talks about. Oregon used to be one of the most desirable states, but now, risks that make Oregon vulnerable. Skyrocketing homelessness in Portland, businesses closing downtown, drug addiction and public safety issues. Tech slowdown hitting the state hard. Oregon depends heavily on high-income earners and tech workers. If the recession hits the tech sector again, like 2008 or 2020, Oregon's revenue collapses. The recession won't create Oregon's problems. It will expose them. Number 6. New Jersey. High taxes, low resilience. New Jersey is one of the most expensive states to live in, even during good times. Why it could collapse early. Top 3 highest property taxes in the U.S., cost of living pushing middle-class families away. Heavy reliance on New York City's economy, aging population, lower tax revenue. If NYC suffers a downturn, New Jersey gets hit instantly. People who are already struggling may pack up and leave. New Jersey is living on an economic tightrope. Number 5. California. The giant with cracking knees. California is still a massive economic power, but it's also extremely fragile. Why a 2026 recession would hit hard, tech layoffs already rising, homelessness at crisis levels, one of the world's highest housing costs. Companies moving out, Tesla, Oracle, SpaceX, Chevron, and more. State budget deficits in the tens of billions. A recession could trigger housing crash, mass job losses, more population decline, huge tax revenue shortages. California won't disappear, but it will take one of the biggest hits in the nation. Number 4. Louisiana. Energy shock plus poverty crisis. Louisiana relies heavily on the oil and gas industry. Whenever the world economy slows down, oil demand falls, and Louisiana suffers. Major weak points, one of the highest poverty rates in the U.S., low wages and limited job diversity. Crime issues in cities like New Orleans and Baton Rouge. Infrastructure problems statewide. If a recession hits energy markets, Louisiana could see job losses, budget cuts, out-migration, business closures. Louisiana doesn't have a backup plan, and that's dangerous. Number 3. Mississippi, the poorest state in America. Mississippi already struggles during normal economic conditions. Why it's at extreme risk. lowest median income in the country, weak job growth, limited industries, rural hospitals closing at record speed, education system underfunded. A recession would crush the small business economy, already struggling healthcare systems, local government budgets. Mississippi simply doesn't have the economic cushion to absorb a major shock. Number 2. West Virginia. The coal decline disaster. West Virginia's economy is built around energy, especially coal, an industry that's been declining for decades. The problems before the recession even starts, one of America's oldest populations, very low job growth, young people leaving the state permanently, rural towns collapsing. A recession means less demand for energy, coal plants cutting jobs, local economies collapsing, more population loss. West Virginia has heart, but not economic stamina. Number 1. Alaska. The first state to fall. Alaska may be beautiful and resource-rich, but it is dangerously exposed. Why Alaska will collapse first in a 2026 recession. Heavy dependence on oil revenue. When oil prices drop, Alaska's entire budget collapses. High cost of living, remote supply chains, shrinking population, severe reliance on federal funding. During the 2014-2016 oil crash, Alaska nearly entered bankruptcy. A 2026 recession could push it to the edge again. Alaska has fewer people, fewer industries, and fewer economic protections. It is the state with the highest risk of collapsing first. The U.S. has survived recessions before, and it will survive the next one. But some states, they're already weak, already stretched, already struggling. A recession doesn't create problems, it reveals them. So tell me in the comments, which state do you think is the most vulnerable in 2020 now? Anin nesunda dubao tsuri dan, sa sucessen sa now, staigun fam, met stau. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more deep dive videos just like this. Thanks for watching, and and stay prepared.